On the dish this week, we meet British chef and TV presenter Andi Oliver. After decades carving out a highly successful career in the culinary world in Britain, Oliver has just published her first cookbook, The Pepperpot Diaries. It is a flavor-filled journey to her Antiguan roots. And Imtiaz Tyab met Oliver for dinner in the English town of Stratford-upon-Avon to get a taste of the Caribbean.
Andi Oliver is a whiz in the kitchen, where she whips up the supercharged flavors of her family's Antiguan roots.
See, it takes its own shape.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's cool, right? Fascinating and
On
delicious.
TV, she's the host of the BBC's Great British Menu, famous for her warmth.
And then you've got 3 cheese bread and
Behind the mic, she fronts a popular podcast with her daughter, Nikita, called Stirring It Up.
Hot toddy, babe.
Oliver's success in culinary circles is as high profile as it gets, and is a culmination of a lifetime's love of food. But the soundtrack to her eclectic life is decidedly punk. A music scene she embraced back in the late 70s at just 15 years old.
It was so perfect.
Even girls with parents from Antigua?
Absolutely, with girls with parents from Antigua.
She even had her own band, Rip Rig and Panic, with her brother Sean and lifelong best friend Nana Cherry.
I think food and music are the basis of human happiness. I call it breaking bread and the drum, right? So the sound of music, you can dance with a stranger in the street, you know, you can cook with somebody you just met, you know.
As a child growing up in the east of England, where she attended nearly all-white schools, harmony was in short supply.
You know, I had a teacher who just was awful to me, this German teacher. I went to school with my hair in cane rows and he made me stand at the front of the class, and the first 10 minutes of the class was the kids sort of humiliating me, trying to find German words to say that I looked ridiculous. But that whole experience has taught me to be an empathetic human, and it taught me the value of looking another human being in the eye and just saying hello.
A hello that started with food.
The first time I had a dinner party, I was like 12. I mean, what a weirdo. Yeah. I was like, come over, I'm making dinner. My friends were like, what are you talking about?
After the band broke up, Oliver began catering music events and eventually jointly ran her own pub kitchen, where her boundless energy led to TV offers and 2 more eateries. But it's her first cookbook, The Pepperpot Diaries, she's most proud of.
What is The Pepperpot Diaries?
Right, so Pepperpot is the national dish of Antigua. And in that book is my grandmother's pepperpot recipe. And so really, calling it The Pepperpot Diaries is a love letter note to my grandmother, Mama, who was the most exceptional woman.
The bright flavors of Antigua and the Caribbean were born out of the darkness of centuries of slavery and forced labor, blending influences from Africa to India.
Now, what is this?
Inspiring recipes like plantain and coconut fungi.
I wasn't expecting it to be so much like polenta.
Yeah.
Her unique take on goat curry.
Yeah. And what made you think, I want to put chocolate in this?
I just became really interested in the idea of mole, which is a Mexican dish that's got chocolate.
Oh, wow. It's so funny. It's present, but it's not.
Yes.
And the firm family favorite, honey-baked chicken.
Yeah, I want you to have that piece of chicken.
Beautiful.
I like that piece of chicken. And then I need you to have a little bit of the sauce, you see.
Okay. It's really beautiful and glossy and shiny.
And friendly.
And friendly. It says, please eat me.
Hi.
And I was expecting it to be really sweet.
No.
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 But make no mistake, spice is on the menu.
That's really hot, by the way.
Okay,
I just warn you, you get too perky with that.
Oh, it is hot.
Yes, it's hot.
Oliver's lifetime love of food has had its share of bitter moments. When her only brother Sean died at just 27 years old, the trauma triggered a serious eating disorder.
In some ways, that was one of the most difficult things about the grieving for me, was that because food and cooking and doing this had always been my friend and my savior, and it was like my friend turned against me.
A friendship she was able to rebuild with specialist treatment, allowing her to savor, once again, desserts like her famous coconut and lime cheesecake.
You might need to bring your plate a little closer. That's right. Here we go. Come on, baby. Come on, darling. Oh, there she goes. There we go.
Gorgeous. It's light, it's frothy, it's citrusy, it's coconutty, it's everything.
It's everything, all at the same time.
From punk rock to the top of Britain's food scene, Andi Oliver marches and cooks to the beat of her own drum, while never forgetting her Caribbean roots.
Everything I've eaten today feels like a celebration. Why do you think that's happened?
I think the darker the day has been for a people, sometimes the more delicious the food is, because they've had to find simple ways to bring light back into their lives. There is love, we have each other, there is humanity.
For CBS Saturday Morning, Imtiaz Tyab, Stratford-upon-Avon.
Ooh,
I love her.
I love her, and I just love the food. It looks so scrumptious.
That line was so good from her. I think food and music are the basis of human happiness.
And the basis of our show, oftentimes, right?
Yeah.
And
The
words.
end.
True,
Yeah.
true that, true that.
Cheers to that, right?
Very nice.
I
very
like
nice.
that we had more light. I'm thinking the pecan tree was a way of bringing light
Yeah,
into
we
the world.
brought.
And this is a way,
We
too.
like bringing light into the world.
I don't know how to get that in. Cheers.
Rum and ginger.